What's good, rejects? Today I've got another great build tutorial for you, this time for the Zealot Preacher. If you love screaming for the Emperor and chopping heretics to bits, then this will be a fantastic build for you. I'll walk you through this versatile build's talents and weapons for a few minutes before shutting up so you can see it in glorious action from a complete run of a high-intensity shock troop damnation mission. Jeez, what a mouthful. Alright, this build starts off heading briefly to the right to pick up Scourge, which will give us an enormous boost to our crit chance and put out some extra bleed damage on our meteor targets. After this, we'll pick up Enduring Faith for a huge damage reduction buff that will be active for most of the time we're in melee combat, which will be a large portion of the run. From here, we'll head down the middle of the tree towards our Blitz. Purge the Unclean provides a solid damage boost against dogs, reapers, and bosses, and Restoring Faith will provide some extra sustain with some HP regen. Immolation Grenades create an area of denial that lasts for a decently long time, and they do some excellent work to help you get out of tight situations, like if you're stuck in a confined space, get swarmed by a heavy horde, or you need some room to revive a teammate. While you can argue the CC isn't as strong as Stunstorm Grenades, you can also argue that Death is the strongest CC, and Immolation Grenades dole out Death very effectively. From here we go down the left side of the tree. Duelist is a solid pick which will increase our damage output significantly since we'll be in the thick of combat and dodging attacks constantly. Then we'll pick up Until Death for a get out of jail free card, keeping you alive when you should get downed on a 2-minute cooldown. Followed up by Holy Revenant for extra sustain to keep you in the fight after Until Death procs. That then takes us to our Benediction aura, which is just flat damage reduction for you and everyone around you, which is hard to beat. From here, we'll stick to the left to take the Zealot's signature combat ability, Fury of the Faithful. It gives you a burst of speed to leap forward and restores 50% toughness, as well as providing some substantial melee damage boosts. We'll also pick up Redoubled Zeal to give you a second charge of the ability. In this run you're watching, I don't use my ability very much, so I probably leave a lot of potential on the table. But I tend to save it for really dangerous situations, like if I find myself caught out in the open getting blasted by multiple gunners, or if I get caught in an environmental fire which breaks my toughness. This ability will come in clutch in those situations to close the distance or get us out of those seriously tight spots. After Fury, we'll keep going left, picking up Punishment, which will keep us uninterruptible in the pitch of battle, followed by Invocation of Death to rapidly restore any expended dash ability charges. I also want to get Master's Retribution, which, at least for now, works on Poxhound attacks, knocking them off you without the help of a teammate, making this an incredible safety talent. And that takes us to the Blazing Piety Keystone, which will keep our crit chance even higher for a huge portion of the mission. In addition to doing more damage, this pairs really nicely with our earlier talents, Scourge for applying bleeds, and Enduring Faith to keep our damage reduction up. We'll bolster the Keystone with Stalwart for some extra defensive sustain. The last 4 talent points I've chosen to put down the bottom middle tree, picking up some extra damage reduction, Faithful Frenzy for more attack speed, 10% more health, and Faith's Fortitude for extra wounds. These final 2 talents are almost the equivalent of equipping 2 additional Curios, which is a great value. While not strictly necessary, they add a lot of cushion to the build in terms of safety for when you make a mistake that doesn't immediately wipe the run. Now for weapons. There's actually a lot of weapons that pair very nicely with this build. The ones I'm showcasing in this run are the pair I've enjoyed the most, the Antax Mk Combat Axe and the Quickdraw Stub Revolver. But this build can also work really well with a hammer, eviscerator, sword, shotgun, or with pretty much whatever you want. The Antax Mk has been a solid weapon since the launch of the game, and it remains a beastly option. For blessings, you'll definitely want to take Brutal Momentum to let you manage hordes better, and for the second blessing, you have a lot of options. Decimator and Headtaker are both solid power boost options that will be up all combat long. All or Nothing is a great pick, especially if you like to block a lot. Shred is also a decent pick that will raise your crits to even further heights. It's sort of hard to go wrong here. For perks, the classic Flak and Maniac damage rolls are probably best, followed by Crit Chance, Unyielding, or Unarmored. Mobility is your dump stat as long as you keep it over 50-ish. Now I have a confession here. I looked down on the Quickdraw Revolver for a really long time. It seemed like a meme to me. Why would I bring a gun with 5 bullets when I could bring a gun with 40? Or when I could bring a bolter which has just as much damage and penetration and triple the magazine? But whatever it lacks in gravitas, it more than makes up for in speed and accuracy. You can whip out your revolver mid-melee in a split second, take out a serious threat like a sniper, bomber, or flamer, then go right back to chopping heads without missing a beat. It's all too common on Damnation Plus to have a sniper or 2 spawn 80 meters away while everyone's locked up in the middle of a horde. The revolver lets you take them out without any trouble at all. You can also use it to soften up packs of shotgunners or reapers or maulers before you dive in and start to hack them apart. It's a highly versatile weapon that I would definitely recommend. For blessings, taking surgical for crit chance and hand cannon for rending on crit would be my top tier picks. The rending mechanic got a huge buff in patch 13 and is the strongest modifier around now, even surpassing power. 1% rending lets you ignore 1% damage reduction from armor, so if you normally deal 40% damage to carapace armor, with 50% rending, now you deal 90%. It's huge, and once you negate all armor, any extra rending just grants flat damage on top of everything else. Unfortunately for me, I went broke looking for a high tier hand cannon blessing and only managed to find tier 1, but you put a tier 3 or 4 on it and you'll be able to hit a lot of one-shot breakpoints. For perks, this one I'm using is pretty bad. You'll again want to use some combination of flak, maniac, crit chance, or even elite damage. And again, you'll want to use mobility as your dump stat, prioritizing high damage, penetration, and crit bonus. Finally, for Curios, I'm running the standard health and toughness Curios, mostly with health and toughness perks. Any other perks work pretty well here depending on your playstyle and your RNG, with strong contenders being revive speed and sniper or gunner resistance. And with that, I will end my commentary here. Feel free to view the rest of the run as a showcase of the build to see how it performs and how it plays in a group. Let me know what you think of this build in the comments below, and what weapons you like to run with it. Is anyone else a fan of the revolver on your Zealot? Since picking it up, I'm having a hard time putting it down. As always, thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subbing if you enjoyed this video. Keep on purging for the master of mankind, and I'll see you next time.
And data interrogators to move the trains themselves. Well, that's actually not a bad idea. Get to it, you lot. Well, that's the power back on. What about those trains? Strong data signal.
The beneficent imp has guided our hand this day.
Beware! Sniper! There!
Die, heretic! Scab flamethrower! Red neutralized! Abomination!
Sniper is
Kill
on!
it!
Silence!
Huntbuster!
Something new for the
Trapper! Slay them!
Drag shotgunner! Red seal!
Thy hunting is ended, sniper!
Might be found it, huh? I mean, assuming something nasty don't occur.
I get come, sniper!
No cover here!
Tread gunner! Hold, sniper!
In a wave of
Need the ammunition, Guardian!
right ahead! Oh, buzzing! Buzzing!
Black shotgunner! vile fusion of corrupted flesh!
Bastard!
Charge, Flamer! Hello, Craig.
My thanks!
Thank you!
Staring loyally.
Last in! Defense protocol! Trevor!
There is no way back! Hear that?
Go there! Head and gun!
Stay in formation! Yes, Guardian! Slay them all! We are courageous! Doubting not! We are to be resting! What if the freak is a danger to us?
This! How am I personal, does it?
Hello! That bomb was good eating. Perdition claim thee! Ah! A farm to blood and bone!
Grenade! This magic station.
Units, yes! Excellent!
You likely to stop stinking up this box channel anytime soon, Milk?
Oh, we don't need to be at loggerheads, especially with...
You want a car?
Shall we say a 2080 split in your favor? Or is it something?
This ought to make a mess!
You're dead as a cat!
There's the price. I never doubted you. Well, only a little.
I assume you do have a plan for getting it and them back out.
Ignore him, my love. Get the Ascension Rider moving. That'll get you clear.
Dead! Apostate Flamer is dead! Silence! I shall smite thee, gunner!
There you go. Terms free,
The bomber is dead.